Hey guys, welcome back to The Reach. It has been a million years. It's probably been 3 weeks since I've shot a video, maybe even 4, and I'll tell you why, because I caught the vid, man. I caught COVID probably 3.5 weeks ago, and it lived up to the hype, man. It's, the first week was pretty rough, flu symptoms. I mean, it could have been much worse. It wasn't no hospitalization or anything like that, and then, that second week was just kind of, one step forward, 2 steps back, kind of. It's the weird virus in that sense, in a sense that it's, you feel like you're okay one day and the next day it seems like it comes back. So, but most of that stuff's gone now. Just a little tired occasionally. Anyway, enough of that. As you saw from the thumbnail, I have had a ton of crap build up, so I'm going to try to whip through this stuff as fast as I can. I've got signings. I've got a couple things I've purchased, and I've got, I think, a CGC 10 book back from them, which came back in record speed. It was insane. Like, I sent that off, and like literally 6 weeks later, I think they were shipping it back. So good on CGC for getting their times back. Anyway, let's just dive into some of the stuff. I don't know what some of it is. It's, like I said, I've had COVID, and some of this I ordered prior to getting COVID, and it's been piling up in my room here, and I just don't know what it is. So bear with me as I chop this stuff open. I didn't pre-cut any of it, so anyway, I hope you guys are all doing well. Everybody and their dog I know of is catching COVID lately. I also play music, and just about every show I'm going to locally wise here, there's either a band that's got a member that's out because they're sick or whatnot. It's just more now than there has been, it seems like. Anyway, this first thing, let's see what this is. This is a couple, I believe both of these are Mark Jewelers. If you notice, that's one of the things I collect. I think all these in this line are Mark Jewelers. This is just a Spider-Man, what is it? Spider-Man 32. Is this part of the Resurrection storyline? Anyway, I like that artwork. I like this black suit Spidey where he's kind of done, I don't know, anorexic or something. And I'm pretty sure both these are Mark Jewelers. I'm pretty sure. I know one, I'm almost positive this one is, because that's why I bought it. And I'm assuming probably both of them are. A little rough. The one I'd rather have in better shine, I take that back. They're both, mid-grade. But that's what you get with Mark Jewelers, so that's what we got first. Again, like I said, it's been forever, so I don't even know if I remember half these. Let's see what the hell this one is. Somebody used eBay tape, so it could have been something off eBay. It's in Gemini, so that's always good. Always like it when somebody sends stuff in Gemini, and they've got it taped to hell, so let's see if I can not cut the book here while I do this. If they were going to do this, I'd just assume they create some tabs. Alright, anyway. Looks like they've got this a little unorthodox, but I think this was something I just picked up for spec. I think this got picked up for Netflix, If you see that fast enough, it's in pretty good shape. Don't see any spine ticks, maybe a couple, so maybe a 9.4, 9.6, I have no idea. I jump on there whenever Netflix announces they're producing something and see if I can grab a cheap copy, and apparently that was something. I vaguely remember that now. Alright, we're getting out of the loose stuff, getting close to the slabs here, so I think I remember what this is. This, I think, is a Far Sector lot. I've been investing, like I said, in Green Lantern stuff a lot lately because of that. Supposedly there was an HBO program or in the works. Now, after all that stuff that just happened, I have no idea whether that's still going on or not, but Green Lantern's still one of my favorite characters, so I don't mind having it. Yep, this is all the Far Sector stuff, so I think I got the complete run. There's 4, 5, 3, 2... This is the main reason I bought it. Let me see, hopefully that's... Yeah, this is in pretty good condition. This is that rarer second print. I think I got all of this, including the first, or the number 1 of the second print, which I think is up around $50 or something now for like $30. So, as long as this is in fairly decent shape, which it looks like it's probably okay. you know, I got the whole run. So what is this, 12? So 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, yep, 11, 12. That's the whole run. So anyway, that was what that was. Like I said, that number 1 was really the thing that made me buy it, was the second printing, which is a little bit more than the first printing, and I got the whole 1 through 12 lot for less than what the number 1 would go for by itself. So pick that up off Mercari. I find sometimes on Mercari I can get pretty good deals. Not always, but sometimes. Alright, we're into the slabs. Sorry about that, I just wanted to get some of this stuff out of the way and into a video, because if you can see off to the right here, I've got boxes of stuff. And again, bear with me, I have no idea what this is. Nicely packaged. A lot of bubble wrap. A lot of bubble wrap. Really good packaging job. Nothing was going to happen to it. Okay. Again, back to the Mark Jeweler. This is Alpha Flight 34. It's Wolverine and Lady Deathstrike appearance. It's an Atuma cameo, and it's the origin story of Wolverine's adamantium, I think, and it's a Mark Jewelers. And I literally got this, I think, just skulking around on eBay on a closing sale for like $20, maybe $25. I can't remember. It was something dirt cheap. You know, it's a 7.5. You know, that's, you know, probably okay for an older Mark Jewelers. They're banged up. It actually presents really well. I don't know. I bet when somebody sent this in, they thought they were getting a better grade than a 7.5, because it looks, God, just at the surface. I mean, maybe you could clean it up a little bit. Anyway, and if you're ever curious, they do denote Mark Jewelers in the label. It's always right underneath what it is. So if you're not familiar with the Mark Jeweler, it's just a jewelry advertisement that they stuck in the middle of comics. I wouldn't even give you the dates, because every time I give a date, it seems like I see something that breaks it. So I think they stopped at the beginning of the early 90s, and it can go back as far as into the 70s. I wouldn't venture a guess, because it seems like I said every time I've said one, it seems that I find something earlier. So anyway, that's what that was. I think this is a signing. I think this could be the good lord. Oh shit! Definitely don't want to go to the hospital after making it through COVID and then having that stab me. Yeah, I think this is a signing, because it's double boxed and looks like somebody really trying to do it. Sorry about all this opening. Careful here. Okay, what do we got? Tape. This might be that Comics Elite with this. It's a Miko Suran, who, as you can tell from previous videos, if you've watched, and from, you know, up here on the wall at various places, I'm a big fan. One of my favorite artists. This was that Comics Elite shared it with somebody else, so I think there's 100 copies of these. Really well packaged. It's that Miko Sion Batman. I think it's the, yep, there's the package slip for it. Good oogly boogly. They did not want anything moving. This isn't how I would have shipped 2 slabs together, but it looks like everything's okay. But I would have definitely put some bubble wrap probably between them so that they didn't hurt each other. Good lord, I'm sorry that took so long. Anyway, this is the Bane one. I think they had a Bane, a Joker, and something else. I don't know if you could pick that up on the camera. It's like foily. It's pretty cool. I kind of like this Bane one. It says it's a big time collectibles, limited edition, exclusive Miko Sion cover of, I think, that Batman #1. Its first appearance, a failsafe. Is that it? Yeah. The Virgin. And here's the Joker one. So in when I say Joker, I mean in that that Hulk whatever, you know, McFarlane Hulk homage kind of thing, where it's the, you know, see the reflection and Wolverine's claws and the Hulk 3 or 340 or whatever that is, I can't remember. And in this one it's the Joker, and in this one it's Bane, and I think there was another one that was something else, but my memory's not doing great. Anyway. Oh, I want those to click into each other. There we go. Now I think we have... Are those signed? Any of those signed? Numbered... Oh, this is the one that they're actually numbered. This is 171. They're both 171. And I'm not seeing signatures, so... I wonder if that was another tier where you could get a signature as well. God, these ones that actually come from CGC are always a little like doing surgery. Good bosses. Figuring out how to open them sometimes, especially the singles. Pain. Bear with me for a moment here. Okay. It's testing me. Alright. Alright, nothing important. And a lot of good bubble wrap. And we have, the Infinity Gauntlet signing the, is it Pereira, Jim Starlin? And how'd the signature come out? Sorry about that. Where the hell is the signature? Oh, across the gauntlet there at the bottom. Definitely not an intrusive signature. You almost kind of have to hunt for it. So, Jim Starlin, Infinity Gauntlet #1 signed. Just a cool book. Anyway, that's what that was. Keep things rolling along. Is there another signature here before we get to the big lot from... Let's do that here too. What is this one? Again, I'm sorry for the 2/3 of the video being the opening crap, so but I just kind of want to dive into it. Alright. This doesn't feel like it came from CGC, because usually these CGC boxes are really aware or obvious. That's something similar, but it's not the same. Huh. Alright. Oh, yep. This is, this is the one they sent separate. So this isn't a signature. This was a 10-book lot, but these 9 I had signature series labels, or yeah, whatever. And the recount, which is this one. This is the Comic Tom. Do they denote? This is the Virgin Edition A Silverbacks. I wonder if that's actually what it's called, or if they screwed up the spelling, because it says Silver BAX. Probably correct. Scout Comics, Comic Tom exclusive, the Scarface. Anyway, about once every couple years after I get because I do subscribe to Comic Tom more just for the opening and stuff. So I every once in a while there's a few that I like, and then I'll wait about every year and a half, maybe 2, depending on how good they were. I'll ship some off to CGC. This is what I was talking about. This grouping. Pick this up here. This is the fastest return I've ever had from any grading company. They literally had these maybe 6 weeks, maybe 7. I was shocked when they came back. I was waiting for, thinking, 3 or 4 months will be a good turnaround time. Let's hope none of these are damaged. Alright, let's start pulling them out. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 maybe? So was it a 9? Did I only send 9 in? And they're packed well. Making it difficult. Okay. So this is Thor 18. Again, a Comic Tom exclusive. It's a Stegman. Probably one of my favorites of the lot. I love this Stegman version of Throg. I just think it's a super, him looking all badass. Usually you just kind of get him looking kind of silly like a regular frog, but Stegman taking him and, making him look like a badass. And then obviously I got the Thor, the labels, not the signature labels. Is that what I called them before? The signature labels. I meant the custom labels. So all these should have the custom labels, which is why I think they were taking longer than, or they were sent separately than that recount, because there is none for that. This is the Perillo Defenders #1. Again, I must have something with that Wolverine, Hulk, you know, McFarlane homage where the reflection is in there, but I really liked this too. I really liked that. I don't think this was a big time collectibles. This wasn't a comic tome. And I got the Silver Surfer custom label up there. I just thought that was a fantastic drawing of the Silver Surfer. I'm a big Silver Surfer fan. And that reflection was just too much for me to pass up. What else we got here? All right, next we have, wow, that's a super thick case. Wow, do they, if it's a square bound book, do they give you a thicker case? Huh, is that a new thing that I'm not aware of? Look at the thickness of that case. I think this is the Venom 35, again, another Miko Sion, cover B. Again, there's something about that reflection that just gets me off. I don't know what it is about it. I'm starting to feel stupid now because I've got a million of them. I've got the same thing almost up here, and another Sion, and I've got the C2E2 from a couple years ago with the reflection. Another Sion. Sion seems to make his career based off this. Wow, this book is really loose in here, though. But this is a super thick case. Let me show you compared to another one, because I haven't seen this yet, of actually how much thicker that is. I guess just because it's a square bound book, and maybe they've made a, you can see that I'm trying to get those level, but this is almost twice as thick as this one. So that's a new thing. I haven't seen that yet. I mean, I haven't gotten a shipment back from CGC in a while. I've got a couple of CBCSs, so, but that feels like that's something done just within the last year or so. Again, another custom label up there with Venom, which is pretty cool. Yeah, I still like that. I'd probably send more of those in. Give me a reflection with something, and apparently I'll send it into CGC. I like it. Anyway, we've got about 4 more, and I'll let you get out of here. Thanks for sticking around with me. As I say that, I didn't realize how many of these were this, but again, another Miko Sion, the reflection, Thor #12. This has a companion piece, I believe. Let me see if it's right with it. No. Yes. We do these at the same time. Again, Thor 9 and Thor 12, Miko Sion variants. I just liked the idea of it, being like this, where they're flying at each other and you can see the reflection, and then he then did both of them, where you can see Thor in the Silver Surfer's face, and then you can see the Silver Surfer in Thor's helmet. And then they kind of make that companion piece, which, I mean, it'd be cool if you could mount these on the wall, kind of opposite each other or something. But anyway, again, I got a custom label on both. I put the Silver Surfer label on here, even though it's a Thor, just because the picture is of Silver Surfer, although now I'm starting to wonder if that was kind of silly since it is a Thor book, but fuck it, it's mine. I'll do what I want. So, anyway, I've been meaning to ship those off for a while. I really like those. Glad they all got all of this got 9.8. I knew that ahead of time. So 2 more. We got another it's Raph Grassetti. I love this cover. I got the Silver Surfer label again because it's Silver Surfer Rebirth #1. I love that Galactus Silver Surfer cover. It is just so cool. There's a Clayton Crane. Jesus, my brain is fried. Clayton Crane cover that reminds me a lot of this, where he's actually like reaching out the Silver Surfer 2. I really want that one. That goes for a little bit, like $40-50. Anyway, that's Stop speaking today. Comic Tom exclusive. I think 3 of these were. I think that Stegman Throg was, and I think this is too. This is the first appearance of, which they don't put on these signatures. I'm almost positive this is that first appearance of the God of Hammers, maybe? I think. Anyway, this was hot right when it came out. And again, another Thor custom label. The Thor 20. I can't remember. Does it say who the artist is? I don't know why it didn't. Yeah, Nick Klein. Nick Klein and... Or no, this is an Alec Maleev cover. Nick Klein art, Alec Maleev cover. So, it was a Comic Tom Thor 746. I think that must be the legacy number because it's different. Anyway, thanks for sticking around if you did. I'm a little out of sorts, a little out of practice. I'm doing this. Like I said, it's been almost a month of recovering. So we got all the stuff back from CGC, which I don't know, maybe this was how it happened, but I sent these in, and if you put custom labels on it, they banged them out. I mean, like record time. We had the, I keep wanting to say George Perez, but that's not who it was. We had the signing by Starlin for Infinite Gauntlet. We had the Miko Sion Batman and Joker, and we had the loose stuff. So, again, thanks for putting up with my babbling as I get back in the swing of doing this. I hope you guys are found well. Like I said, everybody and my dog I know is catching COVID lately. And, so if you do, take care of yourselves. Be good to each other. Take it easy. Thanks for stopping by, guys.